Good morning, sir. Today I am going to explain about a program which can perform the following actions like insertion from the front, insertion from the back, and deletion and display of the elements in the list, and deletion of the element which we require. Now going into the program using single linked list. Now going into the program, hash include string is the header file, and using namespace std is now used here, and we have to declare the required variables as n and d, and then we have to create a node called structure called node. In that we have to declare the required variables as int data and node pointer next. Now pointer next is used to store the address of the next, and then we have to initialize the values of front queue, rear queue, and temp and t as null. And then now going into the void insert queue function, we have to declare the menu as 1 for insert at front, 2 for insert at the middle, and 3 for insert at the end. And then read the values of n. If n equal to 1, then temp equal to new node, and then display enter data and read the data as temp arrow data and temp arrow next as null. If front queue equal to null, calculate the front queue is equal to rear queue equal to temp and rear queue next as null, and then execute the else condition else for the temp arrow next equal to front queue and front queue equal to temp, and then execute the if else statement for if n equal to 2, and then display enter the data after which you want to insert, and then read the value as d, and then calculate the t as front queue and execute the while for the condition of t arrow data is not equal to d, and then in that we have to calculate the temp arrow next, t as temp arrow next. If t equal to rear queue next, then display as element not found, else temp arrow node temp equal to new node, and then display enter data and calculate the temp data, and then temp next equal to null. If front queue equal to null, and then so that we have to calculate front queue and rear queue as temp, and rear queue next equal as null, and then execute the else, and in that we have to calculate temp arrow next equal to temp t arrow next and t arrow next as temp, and then we have to execute the if else condition, else if condition for the n equal to 3, temp equal to new node, and display enter the data and read the data as temp arrow data and temp arrow next as null. If front queue equal to null, we have to go into the if loop. In that we have to calculate the front queue and rear queue as temp and rear queue next as null, and we have to execute the else for the else, and we have to calculate the rear queue next as temp and rear queue as temp, rear queue next equal to null, and then we have to execute the else, and then we have to display wrong choice. Now going into the void delete function, and then display the menu as 1 for delete and 2 for delete from the middle and 3 for delete from the end, and read the values as n. If n equal to 1, then execute the if for the condition of rear queue equal to none, display empty queue, else temp equal to front queue and front queue equal to front queue next, and display element is deleted and delete temp. And then we have to execute the else if condition for the condition of n equal to 2. If rear queue equal to null, display empty queue and then return, else display as enter data which you want to delete, read it as d, and t equal to front, and calculate t equal to front queue and temp as t, while t arrow data is not equal to d and t arrow next is not equal to null, then temp equal to t and t equal to t arrow next, and then if for the condition of t arrow next equal to null, and then display the element not found, and then execute the else and calculate the temp arrow next as t arrow next, and display the element deleted is the t arrow data, and then delete t, and then execute the else if the condition of n equal to 3, then execute the if for the condition of rear queue equal to null, then display the empty queue is empty, and then return, and if it was not there, then execute the else for the else, and then calculate the t as a front queue and a temp as t, and execute the while for the condition of t arrow next is not equal to null, then temp equal to t and t equal to temp arrow next, and then rear queue equal to temp and rear queue next equal to null, and display the element as deleted as a t arrow data and delete t, else display as wrong choice. Now going into the void search queue, we have to declare the required variables, and now here I am declaring the int I as 0. if rare queue equal to null, display as empty queue and return. If it was not if rare queue is not equal to 0, then execute else, and display as enter data to be searched and read it as d, and calculate the t as a front queue and temp as t, and execute the while for the condition of t arrow data is not equal to d and t arrow next is not equal to null, then increment of I and calculate the temp as t and t as temp t arrow next. After that, we have to execute the if for the condition of temp t arrow next is equal to null, display element is not found, else display element is found at the position of I plus 1. Now going into the void display queue, we have to execute the if for the condition of rare queue equal to null, display as empty queue and return, and temp as front queue and display t. Now we have to execute the while loop for the condition of temp is not equal to null, then display temp arrow data, temp equal to temp arrow next, and then return. Now going into the main function, we have to declare the required variables. Now I am declaring the required variables as character ch. Now going into that, we have executing the do while. At last we will tell the condition. First we have to display the menu as 1 for insert and 2 for delete and 3 for search and 4 for display and 5 for exit, and we will ask for enter your choice. Now read the value as n, and if we have to execute the if for the condition of n equal to 1, then insert q, if n equal, else if n equal to 2, delete q, else if n equal to 3, search q, else if n equal to 4, display q. We have to call all these functions if depending upon the value of n. At last we have to execute else, and then we have to display as wrong choice, and then we have to display if you wanna continue, press y, and then we will write the condition of while loop for the ch is equal to capital Y or small y. Now going into the execution of the program. In the output, we will be asking like 1 for insert and 2 for delete and 3 for search and 4 for display. Now I am going to insert the value. Insert at the front, insert at the middle, insert at the end. Now I am going with the insert at the front, enter data. Now I am entering 22. Wanna continue? I am pressing Y to continue. Again it will be asking like insert, delete, search, 4 display and 5 for the exit. Again I am going to insert another element. Again I am going to insert in the middle. Enter data after which you want to insert. Enter your data 23. On a continue, it will be asking like I want to continue. Again it will be asking like enter insert or to delete or to search or 4 for display and 5 for exit. Now again I am going to insert. Now I am going to insert at end. Enter data 24. Now I am we have given 3 values into the list, so now I am going to stretch the value. Now I am going to search 22. I have given 22, so the element was found at the position of 1. Now I am going to display this list. So the list contains of 22 and 4. Again I am going to delete, so I am pressing Y to delete from front. Element 22 was deleted. Now I am pressing Y again to continue. Now I am pressing 2 to delete again. Delete from front. So 24 was deleted. And again I am going to continue. So now we are having no element in the list, so now I am going to again delete one element, so it will be showing no element was found, so it was completely completed. Thank you, sir.